Is that so?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Mhm. Okay, so for tax one only, you'd be getting 20 minutes time. And what do you think? What makes your writing best is you have been writing lots of things since long till now. You have studied bachelor's or something like that already. So, what do you think? What makes your writing the best?
Simple sentence we have to write, not a complex one
Mhm,
that could be easily understood.
mhm.
Grammatical corrections should be there, like that, sir.
Okay, let's talk about some ideas or the skills that are needed for the same. I mean, to make your writing more. I mean, good and attractive, and targeted towards the good score. Okay, so things to consider while writing. You need to understand the question tasks very well, right? So what you
Yes,
need
sir.
to know is that what is required to write, you need to write that and write at least a minimum number of words. So in tax one, you would be having you'd be having the 20 minutes time, and within that time frame you need to write at least 150 words. That is mandatory to write, right? But
Yes, sir.
what would happen if you have written around 180 or 185 words in that time period? No need to worry, but you need to finish that writing within 20 minutes time frame. That is what you need to do. And after the completion of 20 minutes time, you there wouldn't be anybody else to request you to shift to tax 2 or so. Hence you need to make sure that there would be the watch in the examination hall, or you can use your self watch over there, right? So make sure that you have finished your tax one writing within 20 minutes time frame, and thereafter you can you need to shift to tax 2. So altogether you will be getting 60 minutes time. So after the completion of 60 minutes time, you'd be informed about the same. Otherwise, no people would be there to assist you further. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And okay, so write directly on the given topic and write for the intended reader, and write what is expected. This is what we say normally. What is being asked, you need to understand the question. If you have the clear understanding of the question, then definitely you can write around the question, and hence it would be more straightforward. And what we have did in reading, after the proper understanding of the question, is that we could find out the answers more easily, right? So in the same manner, you need to find out understand the questions. Either you can find out or encircle the keywords or highlight them, and finally to generate the specific idea over there. Okay. Great. So write interesting sentences. Okay. So write this sentence over here. The sentence reads as follow. There are many rich and poor countries in the world. You can say this, right? So please write this sentence in your copy, and finally to write more interesting sentence from the same sentence over here. A sentence leknus. Thereafter, prepare the next sentence so that the sentence could be more interesting, but there wouldn't be the change of meaning at all. Please do it right now. Have you finished writing the sentence in another words, or you still doing it?
Not it, sir.
Okay, please do it now. Minu,
Yes, sir.
did you finish?
No, sir, just a sec.
Mhm. Okay, Sudeep, I think you might have completed that. Could you please read the sentence that you have written there? Sudeep, yes sir, yes. भन्नु पर्ने कता गयो?
I thought Sudeep was speaking.
Sorry.
I thought Sudeep was speaking, sir. But that's that was you.
Mm, that is mute.
That
Please
were you.
unmute and do speak over there. Yes sir, yes sir. We are waiting. Or have you gone to toilets or restrooms or something like that? It seems so. Okay, no problem at all. So, Naran, did you finish writing the same sentence in different ways, which is a bit interesting and meaningful at the same time?
I have tried, sir.
Okay,
One.
please carry on.
There are many rich countries as well as poor countries in the world.
Good, good, good try. So, what you did, Minu?
Uh, I have written
Mm-hmm,
the world consists of different
mm-hmm,
levels of countries, which
mm-hmm.
includes rich and poor.
That is also a good try. Okay, anyways, thank you for your attempt. And without further ado, I would like to enter into the next one. That is what I have written over here. Okay,
Okay, sir.
sorry. Okay, there are many rich and poor countries in the world. That is the question or the sentence I have written in this way. Some sample answer. So, there are many more poor countries than rich countries. That is the fact. Okay. At the
Yes,
latter,
sir.
what does the latter mean? Latter. What is the meaning of LATT latter?
No idea, sir.
Okay. At
Rich,
the latter are in possession of almost
rich,
all of the world's economic wealth. Does it mean the same? What the first question is saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so latter means in
yes,
Nepali
sir.
we generally say that pachillo. So pachillo means
Rich
rich
countries.
countries. Poor
Uh,
countries here
Yes, sir.
is in the first place, and rich countries are in the what is in the second place. So it refers to the word latter refers to the later words or the thing. So later means rich countries. There are many more poor countries than rich countries. At the latter are in possession of almost all of the world's economic wealth. This refers to there are many rich and poor countries in the world. But here in this sentence, it is a bit elaborative and at the same time a bit interesting too. Right? So this is
yes,
introduced over here in order to just let you know that different types of words can be used over there in order to make your writing good and attractive. Right?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
So next, and yes, what you need to do is that you need to improve your writing as well. You need to write your text a bit in clean handwriting, and at the same time what you need to do is that you need to improve your writing in a sense that the content should be unique or the expression should be unique. In that way you need to practice, right? When you practice,
Mhm.
then this can be improved. Okay, so at the same time you need to plan the number of paragraphs. There would be number of paragraphs that are to be planned beforehand before you are writing over there, right? So if you are requested to write tax 1, then you need to plan the number of paragraphs according to the time frame, that is of 20 minutes. Hence you need to have the number of paragraphs planned beforehand. So in terms of tax 1, what you need to do is that you need to at least write 3 paragraphs there. This is what I recommend, right? But sometimes we may not have that much ideas in order to elaborate, and hence we need to go for just 2 paragraphs there. That is what I need to say. Okay, so in addition to that, present statistics effectively. You need to present the statistics. In tax 1, what sort of questions would be there? The questions related with pie charts, bar graph, Venn diagram, sometimes table and bar graph altogether would be there, sometimes mass, map, and in addition to that, in some occasions you would be getting um, flow charts or the process chart as well. Okay, so whatever question is there, but you need to talk about the statistics or the details over there, right? So you need to present the statistics more effectively so that the content of the given task would not be misleading, right? So that is what you need to highlight on. Okay, look here, for examples, the profit remained steady at 10%. Look, the profit picked up just over 10%. It is to some extent saying the same. Okay, likewise, the monthly profit decreased, fell by 15%. Right? So in this way, we need to use the different types of words by such as remain steady at, and then just over, or fell by, or increased by, and in this way. Okay, they made twice or thrice, 3 times, 4 times the profit percentage in March than in February. So you can write different types of words are associated with the statistics, but make sure that those words have been used more effectively and properly. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so you need to use the reference structure, I should say. Sometimes there would be table, right? So you need to start by writing the table depicts or illustrates. Sometimes it may illustrate, right? Sometimes it may depict. In Nepali chitrit garcha bhaन्छौ नि. Okay,
Yes,
so,
sir.
or you can simply say write that the table says shows or highlights or describes. In that way you can proceed further. That is what you can do. So but at least you need to use the reference structure. Otherwise how can you start the given tax? So it might be confusing. Hence this is recommendable. Okay. Yes, do not add a separate conclusion as you are not being asked to contribute the tax. Um, yes, conclude the tax 1 is in the tax 2. Actually, there is some vital differences if we compare tax 1 and tax 2. In tax 2, mostly you need to have the conclusion over there, right? And your writing would be elongated over there. I mean, the length of the tax 2 is always is always greater than or longer than tax 1, because you would be having 40 minutes to deal with tax 2, whereas 20 minutes only is given for tax 1. This is the matter of fact. Okay, so uh, this is uh, this is needed to know, and hence you should not conclude in tax 1. This is my personal view. However, you need to depict or give the details more precisely while dealing with tax 1. That is most important. Okay, so write a descriptive introduction, but be sure that you should not repeat the words as far as practicable, right? So what you need to do, especially when you are dealing with writing tax 1 or writing tax 2 or so, at that time make sure that you need to make your writing descriptive. That should have all the clarities, and clarities could be there because of the descriptions you make, right? So descriptive introductions, as well as sometimes what would happen is that you need to describe the key matter or the ideas in between as well. That is what you need to do. And make sure that you should not repeat the words as far as practicable. Sakesama, do not repeat the words. You replace the words by synonyms, right? Or some similar words or something like that, but do not repeat the word. At the same time, use the varieties of sentence structures or phrases or something like that, so that your writing could be a bit impressive and attractive at the same time. That is what I recommend you to do. Okay, so okay, so use varieties of words, synonyms, phrases, conjunctions, connectives, etc. So that sometimes what would happen is that if you are speaking in the same sentence pattern, then it would be a bit monotonous or something, something that the listener is not interested to listen, right? So if you are using the same thing in varieties of words or sentence patterns or synonyms, phrases, and conjunctions, then the listener would be more interested to listen you and your voice, right? Just like, for example, the people, especially people who want to listen, even if one does not like uh, politics, sometimes some people who speaks to the medias would be of more importance, and they would like to listen to, because there would be the varieties of words, sentence structures, connectives and conjunctions over there, and so on. Sometimes one of the examples is Vishwa Prakash, spokesperson of Nepali Congress at this moment, right? And even previously, Gagan Thapa, when he was addressing the people of his one party, even the people who do not belong to Nepali Congress, they attended the seminars or the meetings, or some big mass meetings or something like that, right? Because they do have the varieties of words, synonyms, phrases, and they might have connecting the past events with the present. That is one of these skills I need to say. Okay, so that is what you need to do, and use varieties of sentence structures and vocabularies and so on. That is also needed to know. But make sure that if you are not aware about the meaning of particular vocabulary, but using those in the complex sentences, better to avoid that, because that might lead to the misunderstanding of the questions, or it may go to the wrong track. So make sure you have used the words. Yes, definitely new vocabularies, or we generally say that the harder words or something like that are of great importance. However, we need to make sure that their meanings are properly understood beforehand, and they are being used properly in the sentence that you are writing. That is what you need to do. Okay, but make sure that the harder words without clear understanding and the understanding the meanings are really dangerous and might make the difference in the actual meaning you want to render in, or bring the best in the writing that you are doing. So definitely each and every individual, they think that they need to write the best, they need to bring the best over there. However, it is not so, because of the misunderstanding of the question itself, or the some words or the vocabularies. Okay, so there are some of the verbs that are frequently used in tax 1. Let's look at those. The first one is none other than rise, right? So Sudeep, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, you were lost a bit earlier.
It's okay, sir. I will look after that.
Oh, Yeah, that is okay then. But that
Okay,
is
sir.
not
Okay.
okay with us. What do
I will
you
look
You are
after that,
saying
sir.
it's okay.
think?
We may be sorry. We may
I
say
am
it's
listening to
okay.
you. I am listening to you, but I can't reply you, sir. So bad.
What had happened to you? You were in
I
restroom
am
or
doing some
elsewhere?
tracks.
Okay, no problem at all. At least we are happy
Okay, sir.
enough that we could hear your voice right now. And that is the matter of pride for us, we should say. Okay, so there are some of the words such as rise, and the synonyms. Look here, I'm writing here some synonyms or the words in order to highlight uh, things over here, right? So in a sense that uh, there might be the, as I told you, that use the varieties of sentence, similar words or the synonyms in tax 1 or tax 2, but these are the words that are more associated with tax 1. So try to use varieties of words, but make sure that the meaning of these synonyms or the words would properly suited over there while using. Okay, so rise, look here, rose, increased, and then inclined, shut up, gear up, skyrocketed. Sometimes the data that is given over there in the tax 1 would have this the unusual progress over there, right? So it can be the replaced by skyrocketed. What does this mean in Nepali?
आसमान छुनु हो कि के भन्छ नि सर त्यस्तै
आसमान सुन्नु त हिन्दी भयो, आकाश छुने
होइन
गरी
त्यस्तै भन्नु हो
होइन।
त्यहाँ
ओके, आकाश छुने गरी, स्काई रकेटेड। ओ माई गड, आई हेभ सिन स्काई रकेटेड बिल्डिङ्स इन द युनाइटेड स्टेट्स। ल हेर्नुहोस् है, गगनचुम्बी घरहरू भन्छ नि, सो स्काई रकेटेड एन्ड पिक्ड अप, एकदमै चुचुरोमै पुगेको अवस्था, पिक्ड एट, ठ्याक्कै यहीँ पुग्यो भन्ने खालकोमा,
Yes, sir.
jumped, progressed, stood, shut up, went up, etc. These are some of the synonyms that can be replaced in the
Right.
situation when rise is there. Mm-hmm. Sudeep,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what you wanted to say?
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
You were uttering over there. That's why I have given this time to you.
Because of internet, sir. I think the
Oh,
sound has
that's
gone low.
why. Okay, then. As you were attempting to utter something else, it seems. Please read out what are some of the synonyms of fell.
It's fail, decline, shrunk, dwindle, slumped, stepped,
Mhm.
permuted, dipped down, dropped off, and dropped, etc.
Okay, so dwindled. Have you ever heard this word being used?
Not so. I didn't,
so
sir.
so you need to check these
New.
words as well. अब हेर्नुहोस् है, यस्ता
Yes, sir.
यस्ता वर्ड्सहरू राख्दाखेरि उसलाई पनि एउटा पढ्ने मान्छेलाई पनि इन्जोय आउँछ क्या। तर के हो भन्दा तपाईँले you need to know the meaning of dindle
Yes,
beforehand.
sir.
If it is not properly used, then it would be the mockery of the word itself. So try to avoid that. So slumped is there, stiffed is there, plummeted is
Yes, sir.
there, right? These are some of the new
Limited means
words in order
decrease,
to,
right?
sorry, yes,
Decrease, decrease.
डिक्रिज, फेल और डिक्रिजको कन्टेक्समा चाहिँ डिक्लाइनको कन्टेक्समा डिक्रिज छुटेछ
Yes,
है।
sir. Yes,
द्याट
sir.
इज these are the what synonyms for fail. Okay, great. So let's look at constant. So what are the different similar words, Naran?
Stable, stabilize, fix, steady, plateau, etc.
Okay, look, stable means constant. It remains the same. Oh, that is also the
Yes, sir.
synonym used for a constant. And stabilize, fixed, remained
Yes,
fixed.
sir.
Steady remained steady. You can say so. And it formed plateau. भनेको प्लेटो भनेको कस्तो भन्दा समथर बनाउँछ नि, एउटै लेभल
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
the
बनाउँछ नि,
plate.
द्याट इज अल्सो
हजुर
Continuous,
कन्सटेन्ट।
प्लानमाथिको समग्र हो सर।
constant.
हजुर
A plain region of, at the top of the hill types of plateau.
भनेको प्लेटु भनेको स्पेसिफिकल्ली कस्तो भन्दा कुनै ठाउँबाट अप्स एन्ड डाउन्स हुँदै गर्थ्यो र पछाडि गएर के भयो भन्दा फ्ल्याट भइदियो, स्मुथ भइदियो.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Oh, that is plateau, right? So that is also
Okay.
becoming constant. Hence, we need to use these words alongside. Okay, okay. Look, uh, yes. So what could be the synonyms for bottom? तल पुग्यो पिठमा पुग्यो भनेको के हुन सक्छ? Let me know.
Sir, the presentation has not changed.
I'm just asking, just
Bottom
making.
means
Oh, you are
lowest
asking,
हुन्छ sir.
you
Mm.
Lowest हुन्छ.
के
lowest
हुन्छ?
beneath.
Mhm.
Lowest.
Lower down हुन्छ sir.
Wow, Minu is speaking. Good, good, good.
Mm,
I was forget
Lowest, bottom at. त्यही हो त्यस्तै
to
रहेछ.
ask you. Okay, so to reach the bottom or to okay, let's look at that bottom. To reach the lowest level or lowest line or lowest point, you can say so. And beneath means
अहिले
actual
मिल्दैन
the
होला
meaning of
सर.
beneath is what?
Not at the bottom sir. थोडा अलि
But
माथि नै हुन्छ नि.
त्यो beneath भनेको के हो भन्दा नजिक नजिक तर अलि तल कम भएको
अलि
सिचुएसनमा beneath भन्छ
बटममा
होइन.
पुगिसके हुँदैन सर. Beneath हुन्छ.
बटमको ठ्याक्कै चाहिँ हुँदैन. But in
Yes, sir.
tax one,
Contact of the bottom हुन्छ sir. Bottom हुँदैन.
oh, okay. But in tax one, if the data is somehow similar, then you can use that word
Yes
as
sir.
well. Okay, reach a trough. What does that mean, Minu? Reach a trough. That
हजुर
also
सर.
refers to bottom.
Reach to the surface.
Reach a trough.
त्यही होला सर, बटमै होला सर.
Okay. Have you ever heard water trough?
नो सर, नो.
You must. You might have forgotten that. I think so. While dealing with
Might be, sir.
hydrogen and its production in class 9 or 10, we
Yes, sir.
have used
Yes,
water
sir.
trough in science practical. So
Yes.
it clarifies that water trough would not be always larger or big enough.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not. है अब के हुन्छ भन्दा
Yes, sir.
त्यस्तो कन्टेक्समा के हो भन्दा वाटर ट्रफ कहिल्यै पनि माथि आउँदैन क्या. देख्यो होला तपाईँले, नत्र नदेखेको भएदेखि प्लिज गो थ्रु द गुगल एन्ड टाइप वाटर ट्रफ एन्ड यु वुड बी सी द हाइट अफ द्याट. सो वी क्यान समटाइम्स से द्याट द लेभल अफ वाटर रिच्ड अ ट्रफ लेभल of the level of trough, and it represents that it is slowing down. You can write in that way. Okay. And then sometimes it
Okay, sir.
might be bottom date. It means toss the bottom, ठ्याक्कै bottom date,
Yes, sir.
अन्तिममा आएर bottom date भयो. So this is a kind of was synonym or phrasal words to refer bottom. Okay. So likewise, what are there as the synonyms of top menu?
Summit, peak, to reach the highest level, to reach the top of Mount Everest, etc.
Okay, great. So these are some of the synonyms, and you can replace the word top by these words over there. Sometimes the data would reach to the summit. भनेको अब सायद त्यहाँभन्दा अरू पढ्ने ठाउँै छैन होइन. टु रिच द पिक, पिकमा पुग्यो भन्न पनि सक्नुहुन्छ. टु रिच द हाइएस्ट लेभल होइन. टु रिच द टप अफ माउन्टेन्स अथवा टु रिच द टप अफ माउन्ट एभरेस्ट हेर्नुहोस् है. अब त्यहाँभन्दा जाने ठाउँै छैन भनेदेखि यु क्यान युज दिस फ्रेज टु रिच द टप अफ माउन्ट एभरेस्ट, बिकज माउन्ट एभरेस्ट इज रिगार्डेड एज द हाइएस्ट पिक इन द
Highest
वर्ल्ड.
peak in the
यो
world.
किन भन्दा द माउन्ट एभरेस्ट इट सेल्फ इज बिङ known to most of the
Highest.
people in the world, and hence
Yes,
that
sir.
can be used. But you may not use to reach the
This
top
one.
of Mount Fuji, right? Or
Yes.
something
Annapurna.
Yes,
Kanchenjunga
sir.
or so, because
Yes, sir.
those peaks are not that much used and known by the global people, right? Globe.
Sir.
That's
Yes,
why
sir.
we cannot use that phrase. Anyways, so let's look at some synonyms for fluctuate. Sometimes what would happen is the data that is given over there in the pie chart, or sometimes especially in the line graph, it would fluctuate over there. कहिले तल कहिले
Yes,
माथि
sir.
फेरि तल तल कहिले माथि त्यस्तो तल माथि भइदियो भनेदेखि द्याट
It's
इज वाट
constant.
इन्कन्स्ट्यान्ट
Fluctuate.
कन्स्ट्यान्ट नभएको हो नि त होइन
Yes, sir.
इन्कन्स्ट्यान्ट भयो फ्लक्चुएट भयो सो इन्कन्स्ट्यान्ट अनस्टेबल
Stable.
एन्ड
Rough.
रफ oscillate vary alter alter
Alter.
means change right vary
Yes,
also
sir.
variation
Yes,
vary
sir.
variation so oscillate
Change.
oscillate to and fro motion right rough
Yes,
there
sir.
would be the rough
Yes,
formation
sir.
so anyway so we are going to